guys, I'm Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps. Today is Friday, yay! September the 16th, 2022, and this is the bold and the beautiful, What Happened on the Soaps, the bold and the beautiful edition. Y'all, let me pull this together. You know what? I'm not even mad at this episode. I'm going to give it a 7, and that's, compared to what I've been giving them, that's pretty good. I'm sorry this video is late. Y'all, I picked up another job because like during Christmas time, I always pick up another job because I need to be able to shop where I want to shop. So this video came out a little late because I had to work that today because I've been trying to juggle it and train and juggle all of it. And today I was like, I have to do this. All right, so let's just get into this video. All right, y'all. We pick up where we left off and we see Hope and Steffi going at it. My daddy should be with my mommy. No, your daddy should be with my mommy. That's all I hear. Like two grown children telling each other who daddy deserves. And listen, I didn't want to say this. I'm not going to say this. Steffi, you have no right to judge who Brooke has been intimate with. I don't like. I feel like y'all think that we don't remember what's going on. Like, okay, Brooke was with the whole family. But Steffi was too. She'll knock down a dad and some sons. That's just so nasty. Like, is there no one? Are there no other people? Like, come on. Are there no other men around? Y'all, these are the only men y'all know. Y'all been getting it. But anyways, like, so I don't understand her whole thing about like always bringing up Brooke's past, like sexual past, when, ma'am, you've done pretty much the same thing that she has done. Or whatever. She just happens to not have someone in your life, like in her life that's, like her brother, and she's trying to leave my brother alone. That's it. But you've done the same thing. And Hope, why she never says anything. All she keeps saying is, stop it. Stop talking about my mom or whatever. And I'm like, start bringing up some, like, y'all got to learn how to read, people. Y'all got to learn how to read, people. You and Brooke just be sitting there taking it. But it is what it is. Oh my gosh. And listen, just because someone doesn't agree with the way Steffi goes at Brooke or whatever, that doesn't mean you like Brooke. That just means you're like, I don't like when they do that. If somebody was telling Steffi the same thing about the combo that she's been with, I would be saying the same thing. Don't bring that up. Like, worry about your own past. That's all I'm saying. If you're saying your dad is no good, Brooke is no good for your dad, just say my mom makes him happy and I just want to see him. You don't have to drag Brooke's sexual history through the mud just to make your point or whatever. But I guess that is the point. But that be killing me. Every time she brings that up, I'm like, oh my gosh, you act like you've never had a past before. When you have, and then Hope just sits there looking stuck, can't say anything. And here comes Taylor coming in. I said, well, I know you're not going to bring Taylor into this, but she says, I'm right, aren't I, Mom? And Taylor, she wants to say something, but she doesn't want a back and forth with Hope, Steffi, and Hope and Steffi. Taylor doesn't want to kind of get involved or whatever. We all know how she feels, and she says, I know it's awkward for you to see, because Hope tells them to see the chemistry going on and y'all having y'all little family experience and everything when the man is married to my mama. Like, god dog. And anyway, I'm not gonna hold y'all long on this. I'm just not gonna hold y'all long on it. So then we see Hope leaves and Taylor and Steffi talk. I think I messed up these screens. My bad, y'all. But Taylor and Steffi speak. They just talk, and she just says, "You're the best woman for him, Mom. He's so happy with you." And Taylor is just like, listen, I know you want us together and everything, but right now your dad is confused. And she says, but he doesn't have to be. You're the best pick for him. And yeah, let's move on. So then we see Carter and Thomas. And I said, okay, y'all bringing somebody else in. Okay. And he tells him, they're working out and everything. And he tells Carter, can I get some legal advice? And Carter's like, what's up? He says, listen, I know, Carter is very close to Hope. And he said, but, I'm thinking about getting we do shared custody, but Hope has him 95% of the time. He said, and he just wants to see him more. And he said, you're not thinking about going to court. He said, because Carter said, my advice, don't go to court. You don't want an ugly battle or something. He says, no. I said, okay, if Hope has 95% of the time, why, like, she's just let you, you still have Douglas for the last few days. Why don't you tell her, hey, can I start getting him every other weekend or every weekend? You have him during the week, let me have him on the weekends or whatever, and then we can switch it up, where I can have him during the weekend, you get him on the weekends, and then he's with me, and you get him maybe every other weekend, where Hope is still involved. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, that made, like, he's like, I want him right now. I want him full time all the time right now, and I don't think that's the way to approach this or whatever. And Doug. Now, Carter has said what everybody else said. Now, this is just about Douglas, right? You don't have any fantasy or illusion about Hope, right? And Thomas is like, no, it's just about Douglas. It's not that. I said, I know y'all want to believe Thomas is his changed and everything, but I don't know. And that's another thing. Whenever Steffi was talking to Hope about everything, and she said, your mom, she was the one who drank and kissed Deacon. And I'm like, but you're not saying the fact she drank, kissed Deacon, Thomas found out about it and didn't say anything. You don't bring that fact up. Listen, I don't care what y'all say. If you're gonna bring that up about Brooke, then you also have to bring up the fact that Thomas didn't tell, and the whole reason he didn't tell is because he wanted his parents together. You have to bring that up as well. But y'all are keeping that secret like y'all keep other secrets, not just them. It's a lot of secrets going on in this, but you have to say that as well. And so then Taylor, Thomas, they're all talking or whatever, and Taylor is just like, I love, because Thomas comes in and he says, yes, Dad needs to be with you, Mom. And she said, I love the way you guys love me, and everything, but your dad has to want to leave, is what she said. I can't make him leave until he says, I've had enough of Brooke. No amount of persuading him, no amount of talking to him, no amount of loving him, no amount of me saying I care, nothing she does will make him leave. Nothing you all do will make him leave. He has to want to leave. And until he wants to leave, it is what it is. And so then Taylor leaves, and that leaves Thomas and Steffi there, right? And she says, Thomas, we have to get Mom and Dad together. We have to do whatever. I said, Steffi, what you talking about doing? She says, we have to get them together. They deserve to be together. We have to do whatever we can to do it. And I said, oh, Lord, this is not the man you tell that to, Steffi. This is not the man you tell that to. Because even Thomas, when he was speaking to Carter, Carter says, it seems like there's some more underlying issue. And he does bring up the fact, which Brooke has said, that I think Thomas is using Douglas to try to he wants to be with his son, but she also thinks he's using that to drive a wedge between she and Ridge. And Thomas pretty much said, yeah, it would also help to break them up. And I said, okay. So anyways, he and Steffi are just talking, and I said, Thomas is not the one you tell that to, because he will act on that and he will actually do whatever. But the way his face look is just like, Steffi, what are you talking about? And I don't know. I'm just like, what exactly do you think you can do to break these two up? Like, what are y'all about to do? I don't know. You know what? Is with this soap. They said, I believe they said they record like 3 weeks or so in advance. That's it. And you could kind of tell, because you do feel like sometimes that they're just trying to throw in some storylines just to have something to feel, and they're just writing on the fly sometimes. Whereas another soap, like I watched the Days preview for the season, and they are showing things that are going to happen all the way in December, like Christmas time, and you can feel it with their storyline. Nothing feels like it's just thrown together. Whereas this, sometimes it'll feel like that. Lord, I'm messing up this review, child. I have done a horrible job at these reviews this week. Y'all forgive me. I'm sorry about that. I'll do better next week. All right, so then we see Bill, Brooke, and Ridge, and he comes in as they're hugging, and Brooke says, "It's not what it looks like." I said, Brooke, you would like, and Ridge said, "Huh?" And Bill was like, "Listen, I just came over here. I didn't call her. I didn't text her. I came over unannounced. She was kind enough to let me in. We talked about Katie, and that was it." And Ridge said, "Okay, I get him coming over here, but what about you, Brooke? What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I know we're not. I know we're not. I know you're not about to act like Brooke has done something wrong when you just left Taylor's talking about you were in love with her and you were confused and you don't know who you want to be with. And now you come over here and you're going to act jealous and upset because she's hugging somebody when you over there wanting to be with Taylor. No, you're not going to do this." But I blame Brooke because you allow Ridge to act this way. And so Bill is just like, "I'm out of here. Like, I don't need this in my life. Listen, sir, you got a good woman. You'll be crazy to lose her." And then he leaves or whatever. And so it's Brooke and Ridge, and he's all like, why does this keep happening? And she says, "He came unannounced." He said, "Do you know how it makes me feel to see Deacon and Ridge, yeah, Deacon and Bill over here? I don't like it." She says, I know how it makes you feel." And they just came over, and I didn't want, like, he had concerns, and I just wanted to help. He said, "See, you're too nice. That's what it is." But have y'all noticed Rich talks to Brooke different than he talks to Taylor? Because he would have really lit into Taylor about that. But Brooke, he goes, but then he backs off or whatever. But anyways, she just tells him nothing's going on. And so I guess Bill's going to be off limit now or whatever. And I said, "Why do you never bring up anything about Taylor? About, well, if they're off limits, darn it, Taylor is after you. She has got to be off limits." Because these men are not actively pursuing Brooke. But Taylor is actively pursuing Ridge, but she's not off limits. It just doesn't make any sense. And so, anyways, they sit down and she just tells him, "Nothing is gonna break us up. You are my destiny." I said, "But is he your are you his destiny?" Because you keep saying that. He used to say it back, but he ain't been saying it back to you, girl. So are you his destiny? And if so, I don't want that. Don't give me that kind of love, because he can't make up his mind who he wants. But y'all, she just tells him, "Taylor, I know she's really going after you, but it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. We are here together, and it's gonna be us. That I love you. You're my destiny." And she gives him a kiss. And I say, "Girl, I know you feel the disconnect. You gotta feel the disconnect of what's going on with Ridge." But y'all, that was the bold and the beautiful today. It is the weekend. Be safe, be blessed. Go out and enjoy yourselves safely, of course. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you Monday for another edition of What Happened on the Soaps, the Bold and the Beautiful. Goodbye.